this video, we are going to review how to graph linear equations. So the first way we're going to review graphing is through a table. So I'm giving you a table of values. We're going to plot each point. So if I'm going to plot 2, 4, negative 2, 4, I'm going to go left 2 on the x and then up 4 on the y. If I'm going to plot negative 1, 3, I'm going to go 1 to the left, 3 up. I'm always starting at 0, 0. 0, 2, I'm going to start at 0, 0 and then go up 2. 1, 1, I'm going to go 1 to the right, 1 up. For 2, 0, I'm going to go 2 to the right, 0 up or down, so it's going to stop there. And for 3, negative 1, I'm going to go 3 to the right, down 1. And then I'm going to connect my points. Whether you're using the graph or the table, it's important to be able to identify the x and y intercepts. So a y-intercept will always be 0, comma, the y value. It'll also be always on the y-axis. So in this case, my y-intercept is 0, 2, or the green point. Your x-intercept will always be x, comma, 0. It'll always be on the x-axis. So in this case, it was 2, comma, 0. All right, now if you're not given a table, if we're just given an equation, let's review how we graph. So all of these are in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope, which is our y over our x, and our b is our y-intercept. So in this case, my slope is 2, but anytime we have a whole number, I'm going to write it over 1, and my y-intercept will be at 0, negative 4. So we always start at the y-intercept. So 0, negative 4, plot my point right there. My slope is 2 over 1, meaning I'm going to go up 2, right 1, because positive is up and positive is right. So up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. Now we can always do the reverse slope. I can go negative, negative, so down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1. And then I would connect my points. Similarly, in number 3, my slope would be negative 1/3, and my y-intercept would be 5. So I'm going to start at 5 on the y-axis. Then when my slope is negative 1/3, negative means I'm going to go down and right. So down 1, right 3. And then I'm going to connect my points. In number 4, it's a little bit trickier. Your slope is always what's in front of your x. So in this case, remember, even if there's no number, we know that my slope would be 1 or 1 over 1, and my y-intercept would be 3. So I'm going to start at 3 on the y, and then since my slope is 1, that's positive, so it's going to be up and right. And then to continue my points, I can also go down and left. All right, let's do some more graphing. So 5 is another tricky one. If I'm thinking about y equals mx plus b, I can see that I know my m, because my m is next to my x, so I know my m is negative 3 or negative 3 over 1, but I don't have a b value. So if we don't have a b value, that means our b is 0. So it means I'm going to start at 0, 0 on the graph, go down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1. I can also go up 3, left 1 to make my points. Six and 7 are horizontal and vertical lines. So anytime we have horizontal and vertical lines, we want to think of hoi vux. So it means that when we have y, we have a horizontal line. So I'm going to go to y equals 4, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to make a horizontal line with a slope of 0. That's what that means, 0 slope. When we have an x, that means it's a vertical line. So I'm going to go to negative 2. The u stands for an undefined slope. So 0 slope is flat, undefined is straight up and down. All right, let's look at a form that's not y equals mx plus b. We're going to look at standard form. So standard form is when we have ax plus by equals c. That is standard form. So one of the ways we can graph standard form is by finding the x and y intercepts. So we're going to go over that first. So we talked about the x-intercept is always x comma 0. So to find the x-intercept, I want to substitute 0 for y. So I was going to substitute in 0 for y. I'd have 4x minus 6 times 0 equals 12. Well, 6 times 0 is just 0, so I'd end up with 4x equals 12. And so x would equal 3. So my x-intercept would be 3, 0. Similarly for the y-intercept, remember it's 0, y. So we're going to substitute 0 for x. So I'd have 4 times 0 minus 6 times y equals 12. That would give me negative 6y equals 12. And so y would equal negative 2. So my y-intercept would be 0, negative 2. So we need a minimum of 2 points to plot a line. So since I have my 2 intercepts, I can plot my x-intercept at 3, 0. And I can plot my y-intercept at 0, negative 2. And I can draw my line. So that's one way to graph an equation in standard form is by finding the x and y-intercepts. The other option is to put the equation in slope-intercept form. So what does this mean? This essentially means we're going to solve for y. So to get y alone, I'm going to move the x first. Since it's a positive 3x, I'm going to subtract my 3x to the other side. Then I have 5 times y, so I'm going to divide everything by 5. Now 3 does not divide by 5, so I'm going to end up with negative 3/5 x. 10 does divide by 5, so I'm going to end up with 2. Now we have our equation in slope-intercept form. So my m is negative 3/5 and my b is 2. So we start at 2 on the y. And then my negative 3/5 means I'm going to go down 3, right 5. I could also do the exact opposite. I could go up 3, left 5. The last part of these notes, we are going to do the opposite. Given the line, we're going to write the equation. So we're going to focus on writing the equation in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. So the two things I want to find from the line are the slope and the y-intercept. So first I'm going to look at this line and I'm going to put some points where I can see that the graph hits the grid lines. And those points are going to help me find the slope. So if I'm going from this blue point to this blue point, I can see that I went down 3. So my slope is always my y over my x. So I went down 3, and then I went right 1. So what that means is I went negative 3, positive 1. So that means my slope would be negative 3. In terms of the y-intercept, I can see that my y-intercept is where it hits the y-axis, which is right there. So my y-intercept would be at 0, 2. So what this means is my m is negative 3 and my b is 2. So if I was going to write y equals mx plus b, I'd write y equals negative 3x plus 2. All right, pause the video now, and I would like you to give this a try for number 11. right, now that you've given number 11 a try, let's do it the same way as 10. First, I'm going to find all my points. Then I'm going to find my slope. So again, slope is y over x. So I'm going up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. So up 1, right 2 would equal positive 1 over positive 2. My y-intercept is right here at 0, negative 2. So now I'm going to go write my equation. My slope is m, my y-intercept is b, so be y equals 1/2 x minus